News that impacts you and your community. 13 on Your Side Late Night starts now.
We begin tonight with the new security measures at Michigan State University following the deadly mass shooting 3 weeks ago. They include mandatory training and keycard access to campus buildings during certain evening hours. 13 on Your Side's Micah Cho has details and reaction to these changes announced today.
Julia, as of right now, there are 4 categories of security changes. Together, the university hopes that all of these added together bring a newfound sense of security to Michigan State Spartans.
Our sense of safety and security here was violated on February 13th.
Michigan State University is rolling out new security measures on their East Lansing campus in the aftermath of the school's on-campus shooting on February 13th. 3 students were killed, 5 others were wounded. Dan Olson, deputy spokesperson for the university, describes some of those changes.
Those improvements are focused on 4 areas, from building access, classroom and door locks, and camera coverage expansion, as well as mandatory training.
Starting March 13th, most buildings on the East Lansing campus will require keycard access from 6 o'clock p.m. to 7:30 a.m.
We will make accommodations for our public events that may need to use some of these spaces during those hours. And so those are some of the things that we're having conversations about to make sure that those accommodations are in place for these public events to continue to take place on campus.
The school is working to install their 1,300 classrooms with locks. There are already over 2,000 cameras across campus. Even more will be added to areas like academic buildings. And starting in the fall, all students, faculty, and staff will be required to go through active violence intruder training.
May mirror some of the trainings that we already have available on a voluntary basis, which is the run, hide, fight, and active violence training through MSU Police and Public Safety.
Is all these things that we've been talking about are good, but they're all reactive. And they're reactive to known circumstances, known situations, which we've seen in the past.
Michael McDaniel is a professor of Homeland Security Law at Western Michigan University's Cooley Law School and formerly worked at the Pentagon. Reviewing MSU security changes, McDaniel adds 2 other factors that should be looked at while trying to keep campuses safe.
We have to also talk about accessibility to weapons, and we have to also talk about recognition of mental illness. It's only when you've got that 3-cornered stool are we going to be able to make any sort of progress towards limiting this epidemic of armed attackers that we've seen in public places, particularly this year.
Olson says these security measures on the East Lansing campus will also be implemented at other MSU buildings in places like Grand Rapids, Detroit, and Flint. Juliet.